Hello and welcome back. It's Peanut. I got a double barrel, one you haven't seen before, but one I already have. It is a Stevens Model H, a 311 Model H. And I had one, I did a video on, it didn't really need much work. I picked up another one because I like them. They take 3-inch shells, so it has 3-inch chambers or smaller. 3-inch or smaller shells you can shoot out of this. This one's got an interesting look to it. It's kind of got a greenish look to it, a brownish green, and it's got, yeah, that going on. So, you know, there's really nothing wrong with that. You know, it's just a gun, but I can't live with it. I gotta fix it. So we're gonna sand her down and refinish it. That's all it needs, is just some woodwork. And I'm gonna tear the gun apart and we'll get started. So I got my wood apart. Boy, this bolt that was in the end of this stock was just sick tight. Here, I had to lean into it like this and grab the stock, and you have to make sure you're on the bolt head because you can't see. You don't want to be between the bolt head and the side of the stock. But once you make sure you're on the bolt head, boy, that was just sick tight. The other one was too. I had to use vice grips on a screwdriver and just use it as leverage against my wrist, and just, oh, it was just sick tight. Anyway, once I did that, I cut my slot just a little bit deeper with the hacksaw. I won't make it that tight. They don't need to be that tight. That was probably the first time I'm sure it's ever come off. Again, some of the damage I want to take care of. I don't know if you can get a good picture of the greenish tint this has to it. I really like that, but I don't like the cheap pressed in checkering. I just soon not have any checkering at all. But we're going to do what we can. I'm going to start sanding now. Foregrip's the same way. Look at the checkering on that. It's almost sealed in with sealer poly. The top's not too bad. Doesn't look too bad, but we'll sand it. We'll see what it looks like. Dusty. So I got my stock sanded down. That pressed in checkering, usually that's pretty good. You can sand right over top of that. Now that leaves the brown on the inside, you know, on the low side, but I can stain right over that. If I stain it brown, it'll match. Anyway, I got that all sanded down. I use 100 grit, like I said before, with my Black & Decker around the edges. Seems to make it pretty smooth. I don't think I could get it any smoother. And it's good enough for me. Foregrip turned out pretty good. This one here didn't have very deep checkering anyway. It was pretty much covered up with clear. So I'm halfway through my monster. I'm running out of pep, but I think I'm going to get this done. Got my stand. Now we're going to get to staining. Okay, now that gun had like a greenish tint to it, and I really like that. And to try to recreate it, I done some green stain on the wood, but I'm not going to clear over this. I'm going to use a red oak, number 215, over top of this green. Now this green is just food coloring. Food coloring stains wood just fine. You can actually make brown out of it. What's nice about it is it dries quick. It kind of raises the grain So when if you stain over top of it, it stains easier with that grain raised. This is a beech wood, I think. It's not a very good wood. Certainly not no walnut. So I'm going to try the red oak, and hopefully I get a good color out of it. Okay, I got my wood stained. It's kind of blotchy, which I figured it would be. This beech doesn't stain very well. There's a little bit of green to it, a little hint of green. I guess I'm pretty satisfied with it. I wish it wouldn't be so blotchy, but I haven't found a way around that yet. I've done other guns with this beech wood. I think it's beech wood. And foregrip turned out pretty nice. Got a little bit of brown and green in it. It's a little bit of color, a little different. And now we gotta wait 12 hours, 24 hours for that stain to dry. And then we'll start the tedious task of clear coating it. I'll probably soak it up pretty good. I'll probably wind up giving it 5-6 coats. And then wet sanding, and then it's done. Here's where I am right now. Hi, welcome back. So I got her all done. Some fingerprints. Layer of oil on it. I tried to make the stock a little green, like a greenish tint like what it had. My lacquer job didn't turn out as good as I would have liked, but it's hard to stain that beech. Anyway, that's all I did with sand the stock down and restain it and repoly it. Anyway, boom. I don't know. I like the green. All my other shotguns are brown, so I figured I'd do kind of a mossy green one. Considering this had a greenish tint to begin with. So, I don't know. I like it. My poly job isn't as good as what I'd like, but practice makes perfect. And I'll keep doing it. There she is. Color actually turned out pretty good, I think. You can see the grain really well. Anyway, that's it for this one. I take it out and shoot it, but it's raining. Thanks for watching.